Eminem's new album, The Death of Slim Shady, is dropping in only a couple of hours tomorrow, Friday, July 12th. Today, we're gonna go over everything that we know about this album and what the whole process of the rollout was, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. So it all started out in late April when we got the first trailer for this album, where we could see that this was going to be something along the lines of a crime scene, The Death of Slim Shady. That's when we got the title as well. And we got the info that this album should be dropping in summer of 2024, which obviously is now 2.5 months later actually happening, which is a good sign. We then had the first kind of hints at something coming, also mid to late May, when we got that weird text message for May 31st as something was happening there. We also had these obituaries appearing in the Detroit press, where we could read a obituary about Slim Shady and about the controversy that he was, and that we will never forget him. And it's all seemed like he was preparing us for the death of this alter ego Slim Shady, which is now obviously also happening when you consider the title of this record. Then we actually had the first single, Houdini, that probably all of y'all know because it became a big success. I was quite critical of the single at first, as y'all might remember from the video that I dropped right after the single dropped, and I was talking about how I thought he was trying to reach too much of the masses out there, too many fan bases. It did work out in the end as a pretty successful single, and a lot of people like it, so I gotta give him that. We also had a second single called Toby with Big Sean and Babytron, so Detroit artists, and that was way better, and I really liked that single a lot more than Houdini. It showed us a little bit of a darker vibe. Also, in the music video for Toby, we could yet again see some sort of a narrative of M killing off M, or new Eminem killing off Slim Shady with a chainsaw. So it all seems like that narrative is still there. Then we had the actual release date. We had a trailer of this hospital where a woman was giving birth to a child, and that child then turns out to be some kind of demonic creature that then gets these red eyes and starts floating. It's pretty creepy, but in my interpretation of this could be the birth of Slim Shady, of this monstrous, savage, controversial figure that then, over the course of the record, conceptually gets killed off. But let me know how y'all interpret this entire thing. But the main part about this was only about a week ago that we got this trailer, was that we have the official release date of July 12th announced, which is going to be tomorrow, which I think is pretty exciting. Then just a couple of add-ons. We have a digital album that you can purchase, which there's 2 different versions of it, and there is apparently also 2 bonus tracks. So if you purchase this digital record, the second digital record, you can get access to these bonus tracks. I haven't done that. Let me know if you've done that and how you can access those tracks and what the tracks are. It's just kind of a gimmick, obviously. That's part of the commercial side of a rollout. It's alright though, it's not too bad. We also have this merch collab with White Castle, where they did these white rapper shirts and hats, which I think is funny. He was promoting this quite a bit too, so y'all can still get that. Then the next big thing that we had was the cover art that he gave us, and this cover art features, we can tell, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup De Grâce, you'll know what I mean. I always make the joke that I can't pronounce that, but the meaning of that in French is, or we also use it in English, the last shot that you kind of give an animal that then kills it. And so I'm guessing that is connecting to the death of Slim Shady as well. But we can see Slim Shady because he has the blonde hair, so it's Slim Shady inside of this body bag. So apparently he died and is getting carried away, which then again connects to the whole narrative of the death of Slim Shady, obviously. I thought the cover looked a little gimmicky. I said that in my video already, but let me know how y'all feel about it. I just thought it looked a little bit as I said, a little gimmicky. And then the most interesting part that we got yesterday was that we have an Apple Music pre-save link where we can see this is the album. It's releasing tomorrow. And in the caption for this, it says, "Will the real Slim Shady please lie down?" So it's saying, you know, it's kind of a nod to "Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?" from the song The Real Slim Shady. In this case, "Please lie down," because he's dead. And on Apple Music, we have this track list. It's going to be 19 tracks in total, 2 of which are going to be the singles that we already got, and we don't know the runtime of it yet because Apple Music doesn't display that. But let's go through this because there's a couple of interesting things. For example, Renaissance, the first track, Habits, Trouble, Brand New Dance. Some people, you know, can kind of see that as a connection to Square Dance. Then Evil, then a skit, All You Got. Then interesting pairing of 2 tracks, Lucifer and Antichrist. So very religious titles. It's not like Eminem to do that, so that was kind of weird. Then Fuel, Road Rage, then Houdini, then another skit, Breaking News, and then probably the track that most people were looking at when they first saw this track list, which is Guilty Conscience 2. Hopefully Dre is on there. Hopefully it's a worthy sequel to the OG Guilty Conscience. I'm very much looking forward to that. Then Head Honcho, Temporary Bad One. Then Toby. Then another skit, Guess Who's Back. And then Somebody Save Me as the last track. So that is the track list that we've got, and I went over the details of this in yesterday's video, so if you want the full breakdown of it, make sure to go check out that video. Now, ever since then, only a couple of hours ago, we also got another trailer that I wanted to mention, which is the Graveyard trailer. And we can see this graveyard of this Slim Shady, beloved antagonist. It feels so empty without him. Also a nod to the song lyrics, 1999 to 2024, so the Slim Shady LP up to the death of Slim Shady. We also see this guy spitting on the grave, and at the end, this arm is reaching out of the ground, so it's kind of like he's reviving. So I really don't know how to place all of this into the timeline. We have a birth, we have a death, but then he's resurrected from the dead. Let me know your theories on what the death of Slim Shady could actually mean and what that is like. We also have Eminem killing off Slim Shady in the Toby video with the chalk outline of the person on the ground. Pretty interesting. I don't quite see the connection between a lot of those things yet, but let me know your thoughts on this. Now, what I did want to mention, obviously, is that I will be going live on Twitch at exactly midnight, couple of minutes earlier, to listen to the album live for the first time. So make sure you follow me on Twitch for us to have this listening party together. That's going to be exciting. It's only dropping in a couple of hours, as I said. Now, how this fits into his career is also interesting because the last record is 4.5 years ago with Music to Be Murdered By, not considering the side B. And I think a lot of fans, you know, still don't like the new M. They want Slim Shady back. Now he's bringing Slim Shady back, but killing him off in the same sentence. It's pretty interesting. Let's see how this all plays out. As I said, Twitch, midnight, we're going to be listening to this. Let me know all your thoughts on the new record in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.